Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it to the left. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Gain of 2 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Okay, ready? First down here for this offense. Direct snap to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, the script that this offense coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass, and it's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area, can they put this ball into the end zone?
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or to throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. And on first down, right back to the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or...
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial third down play right here. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, Mean Green. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for a deep completion. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Mountaineer took it to cash in this red zone trip. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
A gain sets up a third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. North Texas's offense is back out there now. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. On the run, he'll let it go. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. and set second down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And this one is caught. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They're going to run it here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
Off the play fake on first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The sack on first down, it's second down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking to scramble to his left. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure and came up with the sack.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
You know, I think this quarterback's realizing that, yeah, he's got some great receivers, but when in doubt, you get it to this back, he not only has great quickness, here he shows you what kind of hands he has as well.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's moving out of the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete and trying to extend the play, but nobody open. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And they will trot out the field goal team here, trying to connect from 41 yards away. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Spinning out of the tackle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Snags the quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Lets it go quickly. The ball is picked off.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. The last possession, they settled for a field goal, but really worked on the clock. Let's see if they can do that again with the lead. First down, looking to throw the ball. Launching it downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. At the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Defense is coming after him. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
Play action here on first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He fires this one to the right, had all day to throw. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
The quarterback had no threat of pressure at all. And that's why he's able to complete this deep pass. Great call, too, by the offensive coordinator.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Took contact on the throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Texas.
Chris, how about the quarterback sitting in there, taking the hit, but not before he got rid of the ball and hitting his intended target with a strike in the end zone. What a way to withstand the pressure and deliver for the 6 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. One more play before they head to the locker room. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Robinson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And looking to throw now on first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense moving into a bunch formation. He's back to throw again on second and 10. That's reeled in. It's Lacy. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Mountaineers will have first and 10 here. Handoff from the shotgun. Powers through. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Shelton. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. He hands it off from the gun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The gain makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. First down. Looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. North Texas's offense is back out there now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to his left and makes the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move. And the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far. But one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
Sack sets up a second down and very long. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
I mean, I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. The punt team making their way on the field. He fields it at the 15. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Quick throw to his receiver. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover, and it could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Single back, takes the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Strong game by this quarterback.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want and hit it for a big one.
And FPAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And he drops back in the gun. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
A new set of downs after that completion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And it's a bunch formation. An inside deal now from the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. 1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. He's swarmed by the defense. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Can they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal? And here's the handoff. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Bringing pressure. Hit as he released it. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Here's the 2nd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Robinson. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the left side.
Let me tell you something, Chris. That is a great play by that defender. You're talking about one of the elite receivers with incredible speed, with space. He's got room to shake and get free and pick up more yards, but a great tackle in the open field right there to prevent it.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Shelton. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, obviously, a field goal does them no good. They're going to have to put the ball into the end zone and hope that somebody can make a game-changing play.
Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete on the final play. Broken up for the defense to preserve this victory. What an amazing run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris.